Okay. There's a lot of voicemail. I should have answered it
Nancy,
earlier.
hi. It's Franklin Rose. I'm calling because it's just... This theft is very bad news for the museum. You can't imagine the limb we went out on to acquire that Pakal carving. It's been one of the museum's main attractions. I don't want to take you away from your internship, but if you can do a little investigating, well, I think I speak for the whole board when I say we'd be very grateful.
Oh.
Give me a call when you have a chance.
I probably should have called him earlier.
Thanks.
Earlier in the game.
This message is for Nancy Drew.
Ooh.
Hi, Nancy. This is Nurse Bluefoot calling from Eleanor Roosevelt Memorial Hospital in regards to Henrik Vanderheun. I believe you're a colleague of his?
Yep, sure am.
Since Mr. Vanderheun was admitted, he has repeated your name several times in states of semi-consciousness.
Really?
As we've been unable to contact any of his family members, we're hoping you might be willing to act as Henrik's support person as he begins the difficult process of restoring his memory.
Okay.
Please call me as soon as possible to discuss this. My direct line is 202-555-4000. Thank you.
To replay messages, press 0.
Okay, so let's call Mr. Rose, and then we'll call Nurse Blackfoot. Yay, phone calls, making lots of phone calls. We call people on the phone, and then we talk to them.
Franklin Rose, how may I direct your call? This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please. Just a minute, please.
Nancy,
Franklin
hello.
Roosevelt.
Do you
Wait,
have any news?
no, just Franklin Rose. Eleanor Roosevelt Hospital, though. Ooh, we can talk to Franklin about lots of stuff.
The thief left a message in Glyphs. According to Joanna, the translation is, "The magician suffers yellow death." What in the world could that mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Nancy, you zero in on a case like a heat-seeking missile, don't you? I feel so much better knowing you're going to follow up on every lead. I'll help in any way I can.
Oh.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
That's all you
That's
can
what
talk
I'm
to
here
him
for.
about. He says the exact same thing no matter what you talk to him about.
You have now for...
Nancy, hi.
No, I don't want to listen to the voicemail again. No. Okay, I'm going to stop here and cut you when the voicemail is over. And Nurse Blackfoot was 555-4000. You don't need to enter the area code because you're in Washington.
Nurse Bluefoot?
Oh, you can talk to Nurse Bluefoot about lots of things.
Nurse Bluefoot, this is Nancy Drew. You left me a message regarding Henrik Vanderheun. How is he?
Nancy Drew? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I'm so relieved. We've been unable to locate any family members, and we do like amnesia patients to have at least one personal support person when they begin reality orientation.
Basically, he will explain how amnesia works, and this takes a while.
Can you explain the amnesia?
Henrik is suffering from an acute case of post-traumatic retrograde amnesia. At the moment, he is unable to recall even the most basic autobiographical facts, from his name and address to his birthday and shoe size.
Oh.
He can't access the details of his personal history or events leading up to his accident.
Is there any way to treat amnesia?
Well, reality orientation is a kind of treatment that helps a patient get reacquainted with the facts and circumstances of his or her life. Henrik has not actually lost his memory. It's just that his brain is injured in such a way that he can't access the place where the memories are stored.
So, how does he regain access to the storage place?
Yeah.
First, we do repetitive memory exercises to help Henrik relearn the basic facts, like his name and address, the name of his parakeet, if he has one, the date, and so on. Second, we try to stimulate Henrik's sensory memories in order to help trigger or find the way back to his cognitive memories.
Okay, there's more to talk about.
What are sensory memories?
A sensory memory is like it sounds, something that is familiar, that you recognize by sight or touch, smell or sound or... Oh, what is that last one? Oh, yes, taste. A cognitive memory is something that you know or remember intellectually. For example, how do you know the name of this planet? Somewhere along the way you learn that it's called Earth, and you just remember. But say you bump your head and forget the name of this planet. You don't know where in the solar system you're floating.
Ooh, that would be most unfortunate.
Yikes!
Exactly. But then I show you a picture of our marvelous blue and green globe. Suddenly you remember. That glorious sight is Earth. I live on the planet Earth. This is how a sensory memory can trigger a cognitive or intellectual one.
Very, very interesting.
What if the patient doesn't remember right away?
You can't help Henrik remember his childhood, but you can probably help him remember his work. And who knows where that will take him.
Mm-hmm.
All roads lead to Rome, as they say.
Yep.
One great tool is the Reality Orientation Board. This is a place to post information and pictures for the patient to look at over a period of time. You may want to bring in images or photos to place on the board. Things from the museum, perhaps.
Okay.
I see. Well, I'll be happy to help in any way I can. When are visiting hours?
Visiting hours are 10 to 4 every day, if the patient is not engaged in treatment and if he seems stable.
Stable how?
Just remember, Henrik's brain has been knocked around like a peanut in its shell. He may have attention difficulties, headaches, anxiety. Sometimes he may seem giddy, too. We need to keep these conditions in check. Don't push him too hard, or he may have some kind of meltdown.
Thanks for the warning, Nurse Bluefoot.
Well.
Okay, so we're done. That was a very long thing of just talking on the phone. 7 minutes, I think. Let's go see Henrik. Actually, we might as well visit everybody we can. But let's visit Henrik first. Go into the hospital. Henrik? Here you are.
You look familiar. Is it time for my snack?
No.
Hi, Henrik. I'm Nancy. We met at Beach Hill before your head injury.
Beach Hill?
Beach Hill is a museum here in Washington, D.C. The curator's name is Joanna Riggs. You were working there, and that's where your accident happened. Do you remember anything about the accident?
Joanna Riggs. Is that the woman who called to pick my brain for an access code?
Joanna called? What did you tell her?
Yeah.
Where in my poor banged-up head would I be keeping access codes? I don't even remember my own birthday. So if you're here to squeeze me for details, you're wasting your time.
Actually, Nurse Bluefoot thinks with regular visits, I may be able to help you get your memory back more quickly.
How, pray tell, do you intend to do that?
Yeah.
I'll visit, we'll talk. Sometimes I'll bring you pictures.
Pictures? Well, isn't this nice?
Come on, Henrik. You'll feel much better once things start coming back to you. I've got a picture with me if you'd like to give it a try.
Fine, I'll do it.
Okay, so let's put the picture here.
Great. These are Maya glyphs, like the ones you used to translate. Now, don't be upset if you don't know how to read them anymore. I can tell you what they mean.
I know what they mean, dear. I wrote them.
What?
I'm sure you have written them at one time or another in your career.
Oh.
So, what do you think this is all about? The magician suffers
Hold on a second,
yellow
folks.
death.
Your translator is sloppy. I should know. I am the author of the original work.
The author?
Yeah,
What are you
what's
talking
going on?
about?
That first glyph is the fool, not the magician. Furthermore, any decent epigrapher knows those glyphs refer to the infamous plague of oozing hives. A fitting curse for a fool, don't you think? I rather like it.
Whoa. Henrik wrote the glyph that's on the Scarlet Hand piece of paper?